Hey guys, what's going on? Andy Elliott. This is going to be a super important podcast. Why? Because it's about AI, and everybody needs to understand this. What AI can do is absolutely insane. Not only as a salesperson, as a leader of a company, as maybe a sales boss, as an owner of a company, if somebody who wants to scale. You know, I hear people all the time say, man, we need to make more money. We need to make more money. We need to make more money. And then they go push on their salespeople, and they go push on their salespeople, and they go push on their team, and they go push on their marketing. Can I ask you a question? What about all the people that have reached out that your team isn't following up with, they're not doing the work with, and those people right there, there's your money. There's your profit. Those people requested information at one time. They clicked on an ad at some point, and guess what? We didn't do anything with them. We sold what we can sold. We took the top. We picked the cherries, the ones that were right. There's this saying I always say, ripen green fruit. Yep. Right? You got to ripen green fruit. Green fruit is still good to eat. It just takes a minute. You got to work it. So, by the way, what is that? That's either a personal person reaching out, or it's a transactional. An automation, which is what everybody's using now is automations. Automations is dead. Automations is a part of what you should use, but AI is the relational side. And these guys have figured it out. Number one, they help me with my company. They're amazing. They've helped me scale and grow. But really, really important is that they can help you. Now, I want to explain why Fuel AI, right? Why they are different, and also why you need AI. And I want to be completely clear. I started and I was telling them when we first met, I was really cold, like, nah. And then I remembered, I met my wife when I was 26. She was the love of my life. And I met a lot of girls before I met my wife. And I didn't really love any of them. And I'm just going to be honest with you. When I met my wife, I knew I was going to marry her. I knew she was the one for me. And it would be really stupid for me. My whole life's been amazing because I have a great marriage. It would be really stupid for me to say there's not the right one out there for me. And so, I know this, the blocking and tackling of what AI can do, which is what they'll talk about, how they can surface all the money that your team doesn't want to mess with, all the numbers and the people and the phone calls and the emails and the text messages and the follow-up and all stuff they want to do. They'll do it. And by the way, AI never gets tired. AI never gets sleepy. AI never has a hangover. AI is always on its point, and it's exactly how you want it to be. It's not just a general automation. And so for me to share this with you, why I'm so fired up about this is because this is life-changing. It'll change your entire profit statement. It could literally change your profit by 10x, 20x, 30x. I'm not even joking. I'm not talking about doubling shit. I'm talking about real money. If something could play the doubles game, if you could double your income, you'd probably listen. Well, this can do way more than that. I'm not asking you to change what you're doing. I'm saying all the people that you're not selling, what are we doing with them? Okay, and AI does also a lot more than that as well. So this is going to be really cool. I asked them just, rip for 10 minutes on AI. Number one, why you guys are different. So I'm here with Fuel AI.
What's up?
Thank you guys for being here. And, I said in the beginning, I didn't really believe in it. And then you guys showed me that the first person, again, that helped me with AI, it was maybe too early. Maybe they didn't know what they were doing. Maybe they thought they knew what they were doing. They didn't. They seemed like they had good intentions. It didn't work for me. I didn't get the ROI for the money I spent. But then when I did it with them, I got it. And I'm so glad that I woke up. So whether you've ever used AI, right, or whether you haven't, I want you to meet Fuel AI and you guys kind of explain. And then obviously they can click the link below at any point in time, ask any questions, set up a call with you guys, and you'll walk through them. So let's let it rip. What's different about Fuel AI, and what are you guys doing with your AI?
Yeah, so one of the keys that we've seen, and people have gotten burnt with AI, right? Mm-hmm. We're seeing that there's some distrust that's taking place. And so for us, as we see that, one of the challenges that's happened is people have bought these widgets in AI, and they're just doing these little things, and maybe they don't do it very well. But what we see is it's all about the relationship. It's all about having that authentic experience. Mm-hmm. And so with Fuel AI, what makes it different is that it is not just one little widget. We're taking a look at the entire sales process. Mm-hmm. And that's why it works so well for you, Andy, is because your sales processes are so dialed that we come in and we insert into that sales process and we mimic. We mimic your sales reps. We mimic their authentic approach of how they're communicating, all of those things. And
so you're saying Fuel AI, right? Most AIs are just a plug-in widget.
Yeah.
And you're saying this is actually a custom AI that fits the company, yep, that allows the company to have better relationships, yep, better trust. Basically, it doesn't sound like a damn robot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, you hit it earlier on, is that AI, everybody anybody with AI in their name expected to get bought. So there's all these SaaS companies, which is more legacy technologies, that had a little AI sprinkled on top. And then they said, well, the whole thing's AI. It's not. And there's a huge difference, because true AI, when it's powered by AI, when a platform is powered by AI across the board and it's built to align to what humans do, that's the difference. SaaS can't do what humans do. It only does the outbound. It only does the processing. It doesn't do what a full human would do, where AI can. That's where the relationship, the replies, that's where that plays in.
A widget can't be trained.
A widget can't be trained, no.
AI, your AI, it's actually trained and tailored to that company. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video. As you're hearing us talk about AI, you're probably like, man, and not like, oh, I'm ready to buy, but like, I need to ask some more questions. I need to understand that a little bit better. You're curious. I always say this, successful people are always curious. They find out about something, they're like, dude, I need to know more about that. Guys, there's going to be a link below on this YouTube video. There's going to be a link below down in the description box at the bottom. This is all you have to do. Just click on that link. It's not going to ask you to buy anything. What it's going to ask you to do is set up a call, and that way they can explain to how to work in your business, answer any questions you have, and if you feel like it's right, let's go make some money. That's it. So guys, I just introduced you to the greatest AI company in the world. If you guys would like to set up a call with them, a discovery call, like to ask some questions, really, how does this work? How would this work for me? Guys, click the link below. It'll change your life. Let's get back to the video.
It's trained, and it keeps training, just like a person. Learning. And that's, I always say, treat us like a new hire. Tell us exactly what you would tell a person, because you no longer have to change your sales process to conform to technology, that's broken. And it's stupid. Imagine if you had 1,000 leads come in, you got 1,000 of your best sales reps that can work each lead however they would work it the best way. That's what everyone wants with scale, but it doesn't exist. Why? Because AI just came out. But now if you get the right platform with the right process that's powered by AI, it will work it that way with the 80%, 90% that's all blocking and tackling, right? It still takes a human to sell, but nobody likes doing that crap.
Well, I think every company. Well, I think every company right now, if I was a door-to-door company, if I was an automotive dealership, if I was somebody, I would say that my team, my people, came into work today to be in front of a client all day long and sell something.
That's the best case scenario.
And they don't have a problem with that. I mean, I've never walked up to a salesman and says, do you want to go sell a customer who's ready to buy something? They're like, no, I'm ready to go sell something. They just want to find somebody who's ready to buy something. But if you ask them, hey, do you want to call a bunch of people that aren't ready to buy today, and so that when they do buy in 90 days, you can sell them then? Well, then they're not excited. And by the way, AI, it is a nurturing system, right? Guys, I hear this all the time. I want to make more money. I want to make more money. I want to scale. Ripen green fruit. You have to nurture. You have to nurture. There are people that are at the top of the buying funnel. They're at the bottom of the buying funnel. And AI meets them where they are.
Yeah. That's a huge point, because I always bring up, you ever read the book, The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes?
Oh, yeah.
The 3%, right? So there's the ripen the green fruit. They might not be ready. Great book. So the 3% are at the top. You have 1,000 people in a room, 3% are going to buy a car, 3% are going to buy a home. Finding that 3% for companies with lots of leads that are spending tons of money to generate those leads, those 3% are in there. But if you've got 3,000 leads coming every month and you've got a sales team of 5, 10, even 20 people, how are you going to work all those properly? It's impossible. So what AI can do is, it's like instead of a sales funnel, it's a conduit. 3,000 leads go right down to 3,000 sales reps because it's AI. And you can find that 3% instantly.
And you find them daily.
Instantly and daily, and it goes right to the salespeople.
Well, because true marketing is the right message to the right person at the right time. And if AI is running 24/7, 365, it never sleeps. It meets anybody with any message at any time, at any point, at any place, and it feels personalized. Nobody's waiting. We can meet people where they are. And when somebody's ready to buy, which obviously, like, there's someone there waiting, and then the people who are ready to sell, which is the sales team, they're constantly getting teed up, people who are ready to buy. It creates more retention for the company. There aren't people sitting on their ass like a fisherman waiting for something to bite, because AI is doing its job and it's constantly hunting. It's truly hunting for deals 24/7, 365. Again, it never sleeps. I want to know something. If your company is open, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., I'm just giving an example, right? What's happening from 6 to 8 to 9 a.m.?
Yeah. Interesting fact. On our platform, where 33% of the communication, when it takes place,
I bet it's like 2 a.m.
From 10 p.m. until 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say
a third.
Dude, me and my wife, we go home and we are crazy busy. After she gets out of the shower, it's 10:30 at night. You know, we sit down and you think it's time to go to bed, but then out comes all the stuff she needs to order, the stuff that the vacations we want to go on, the things that we want to do, the next big purchase we're going to buy, like all those things come out and she starts typing and whacking on her phone. And if somebody's available at 10:30 at night when she's doing those things, I will tell you my wife would spend $1 million at 10:30 if someone would meet her at 10:30. But I'm going to give an example, but if she has to send a request to get information on something or do something, whatever it is, and then tomorrow, the next day, she's in a busy, packed day. That person's trying to pound and wear her out, and you're not going to get a hold of her, dude.
That's the classic Harvard study that came out, I think, 15, 20 years ago, that you have, within 5 minutes, you're 100% more likely to book a qualified sales appointment within 5 minutes of a lead coming through. 100 times.
Hey, and by the way, if somebody responded, by the way, and this happened, even me too, and anybody watching, if somebody responded to me within minutes after I sent out something, I'm going to tell you this immediately, I'm already making a decision. I'm probably going to go with this person, whether it's the best commodity or not.
You're actually 10 times more likely to go with the first person that responds. And this is where, you know, your stat comes in with the how. Let's define response. Right, because
for sure.
That's the marketing email versus, you know, it looks like somebody took 40 minutes to write it, right? That's not a person, that's an automation. The time awareness.
That's the biggest difference, right, is when you go through and you look at it, this automation that you're talking about, that's all that people get, right? They're going to get some stupid
and you
email.
know it's not real.
Comes across, everybody knows it's fake. But now, instead, let's say it is 1 o'clock in the morning. You fill out that form, click, 30 seconds later, you get a text. Hey, Andy, it's Tom over here at XYZ Company. Looks like you're up late like me. Guess we're both having a bit of a rough night. Anyways, like, hey, let's get you on the schedule. And then it's offering times. You book that call. In your mind, psychologically, you're like, check. I've taken care of that problem. I know I'm going to have a meeting with Tom tomorrow. We're ready to go.
You're already on the schedule.
And you got them within that 5 minutes, and it sounds like a human.
Yeah.
You know,
and by the way, you said something. There's AI, which is truly like SaaS automation, and then there's true AI. Notice the word true AI, right? Like I think it's really important, which means it becomes customized as it is what the company stands for, their values, their standards, how they speak, their language, how they talk. It is trained by the company. Right? I mean, you guys help set it, but you guys train it. And the more you use it, it's like a muscle. Like the more you keep working it out, the more defined it gets, the stronger it gets, the better it gets. And then all of a sudden, imagine if you had your top sales rep, the best sales rep in your entire company, and he took every text message, every email, took every call, he did everything. What would that be worth to you? You would pay every dollar that they asked if they could do that. They can do it.
Well, think about this too. Think about how much money is being lost on those other leads that are the green fruit that nobody's ripening. It's just sitting there spoiling.
On a revenue board, I'm going to tell you this, and anybody can steal this idea. There should be how much we're making on this side, which is what are the revenue that we have currently tracking this month. And then on this side, it should be the revenue we're tracking that we're losing on this side. And if you walk into your company and you're like, okay, we're on track to make $3 million this month. And you're like, we're on track to lose $13 million this month.
So I always ask, how many leads are in your dead lead bucket? Every time.
Which is the leaks, right?
I
want everybody to understand this real quick. I have a mentor. His name's Patrick Bet David, and I think it's important. Let's finish on leaks and opportunities.
Yeah, that's great.
Opportunities to take advantage of a new AI in your company right now. This is the opportunity. The leak is this opportunity will fix those leaks. What leak do you have in your company with all these customers that aren't buying? That is a massive leak. If we counted up that money with those people, which you need to do, nobody wants to look at that. That's the ugly, right? It doesn't make you feel good. But if you want to get rich, you want to get wealthy, there's the money. You want to build a company in accident, there's the money. You want to pay your house off, there's the money. There's the money. Oh, right there. That's the leak. So this AI is about that leak. Let's talk about that real quick. So let's finish with the leaks.
So to your point, the money is in the leaks because the dead lead bucket, in and of itself, most companies get multiple ROI returns just from that, just from having. And you know, the one I love bringing up is there was a company that we were working with where the sales team, you know, said, well, these leads are 4 months old, they're worthless. Okay, fine. Well, you know, how would you reach out to them if you were going to reach out to them. And they gave us a scenario. We built it up. You know, it drove 128 appointments in the first 2 days. And based upon, you know, what they sold in their sales process and how many they would close from qualified appointments, it was a 20-to-1. Or for the year, for the annual price, 20-to-1, just with the dead leads. That's not even talking about any new leads or anything else.
Yeah, and by
just
the way,
leads that they were never going to call.
Yeah, and you know what I want everybody to know, which is why right now, every one of you guys, go down to the description box, click the link, set up a call with these guys. I want to ask one question. Look to your left, look to your right. Who wants to call the dead lead box?
Who does?
Who wants to call it?
Nobody does.
Nobody. I want someone who's ready to buy now. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I get it. I know I have to do follow-up. I don't want to. AI wants to. AI is as hungry as a salesperson when you hear someone walk on the showroom floor and say, I'm ready to buy. That spike they get, that's what AI runs all the time in the dead lead box. Listen, dude, the dead lead box needs energy. The dead lead box needs people to care about them. The dead lead box, those are real people. By the way, I always say this, dude, it's not a lead, it's a life. And if you have any kind of product that is a good product, okay, it is a life. That person has a life. And if you have a good product, you should have someone on the phone with that person treating them like they're ready to buy today, even if it's a year out. Well, imagine if that could happen in your company right now. What would that do for your brand? What would that do for your reputation? What would that do for your bottom line? What would that do for everything? And by the way, the cost of it is so small, and what it costs you not to do it is stupid. So guys, I want to introduce some really good friends of mine with Fuel AI. They're amazing. I do business with them. Obviously, anytime I have a great resource, I share it with you guys. So if you're watching this, and if you know someone, you're like, man, dude, I got a buddy that's got a business, this will really help them, make sure you share this video with them, okay? But then number two, if you're like, man, you know, this could help me. This is very simple. I'm not asking you to make any decision. I'm saying if you saw at some point, man, I need that, or I could use that, or if that really worked as good as they say it works, like that could really do some wonders in my life for my team and for my company. Okay, cool. Let's turn decades into days. Like screw waiting 20 years to start making the money you want. Let's make it now. Okay? And you just go down, click on the description box, click on the link. You're going to schedule a call. That is it. And then when you schedule the call, they'll meet you. And they'll answer any questions you have. And then if you guys decide you want to pass go and it's right for you, welcome to your new life, just like they did for me. So I love you guys, man.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate you guys, seriously.
Thank you for having us.
Super grateful for you. We try to make this a quicker video. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we didn't talk about. These guys could talk about AI for probably 20 hours. And honestly, like you're welcome to get on a call, ask any questions, and they can walk you through everything A to Z. So any questions you have, whatever it is that you want to know, click the link below, set up the call, and then they'll meet you there. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. This will change your life. See you in the next video. Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001%ers. Look, I know 1%ers that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one, okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below, click on the link, fill out your information. I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.